Hello everyone, Dynamo here. Welcome to a gaming review of Jixa, Lady Tiger, created by Oscar Celestini and music by Simone Pietro Risone. This 8-bit Nintendo style inspired title is on PC and you can shop it at itch.io. And sorry, I cannot link that specific website directly since YouTube detects it as spam, so I will instead use the artist Oscar, his social link, in the description box below. So back to Jixa, Lady Tiger. I'm 100% sure I'm mispronouncing her name, but please correct me. It is an action platformer where you play as the same protagonist of the same name. She is a protector of this jungle from mystical dark forces that threatens its ecosystem. She senses animals have been disappearing and sets off to stop this unknown phenomena. The game takes many cues from already familiar games that inspired that era, especially in the level design, namely Castlevania, the action portion of it, not the large connected map layout that set the stage. Jixa is more level based, meaning it's linear. You play the level, kill some creatures in your way, like a raptor, a giant insect, or a floating skull. You reach the end goal, then the second level after that, a speed run, and then finally the boss fight at the end of each level. Simple and straightforward. The game is life based. You start off with 3 lives, and you can only survive in 1 hit, which makes this pretty tough already. Though you're not vulnerable entirely, you collect these tiger icon that fills up this bar. Once it's complete, you are able to transform into this beast and speedrun throughout the entire level. However, it doesn't last long either. It drains with each step you take, and you lose more whenever you hit something on your path, enemies, spikes, and other obstacles. Second, let's talk about the graphics and art. As you can see, 8-bit inspired, and you know it might turn some people off, but the art direction heavily carries this, because of how the colors contrast nicely against each other, thus allowing you to be able to tell who is who. Most 8-bit games are somewhat hard to look at given how muddy and compressed they are. Jixa, on the other hand, the pixels are spread out well, that you can see their silhouettes are easily identifiable, and their shapes are pleasing to look at. Furthermore, the animations are very smooth, especially when Jixa does her victory dance at the end of each level. You can see the bounce from here. Third are the controls. It only has one button, which is to use her weapon, a green whip of sorts, hence the Castlevania part, and the directional pad, or stick input, for all of your movements, including jump action. Yes, the jump, as if you were in a fighting game, which in my opinion, I thought that was kind of a strange design choice. Anyways, the controls are responsive enough, you'll be able to switch directions quickly left and right, which allowed me to strike the bad guys coming at you in both directions with ease. However, the jump action needs some work because numerous times it feels kinda stiff, and where I fall into the pit many times. And then, when Jixa transforms into a tiger, the controls feels the opposite. It's smoother, and using that one button gives you an increased speed run. Finally, the music, composed by Simone Pietro Risone. It's great in my opinion, they feel nostalgic yet also refreshing, and the composers set each mood and theme quite well accordingly to every level, from jungles to dark caves and swamps. It's a good combination and balance out pretty well, and I wish to hear more from this artist later in the future. Overall, Jixa, Lady Tiger, I give this game an 8 out of 10. Despite my complaints and their shortcomings, the developer, Oscar Celestini, has a solid vision of what this game wants to be, and I highly respect that. Plus, the pixel jiggles are a nice touch. Thank you all for watching, Dynamo out.